Hi everyone, I'm Dragon with you. Today I'm going to share some experience over playing Mengsk. It's quite late, so I will be kind of silent. As you can see, I reached the last level quite recently. It was today, and there are several options for each choice. I would say that I prefer the support because I really refer to top panel when something goes wrong. For example, when I need to push the area or to defend the critical moment or something like that. And Royal Guard support is kind of important, but actually most of the time you have lots of workers and soldiers and some guards. That's why I prefer this one. Then Power Set 2 says terrible damage. Of course, it improves the quality of what you are doing. So the damage of strikes, nuclear annihilation, and so on. Actually, I got the Royal Guard cost just to test the Royal Guards, what can they do, and of course show them to you. Basically, I wanted to get any unit possible. I mean every unit possible, yeah. Power Set 3 says that you can either get the starting mandate or the experience rate. I would say that during the game your Royal Guards rank up kind of fast, that's why I prefer the start mandate, so you can get free bunkers since the start of the game and it's kind of effective. Okay, so to demonstrate you how Mengsk works, I would show you some games. For example, we did it with the mutation, and I just wanted to test the Mengsk at dead of the night. So let's see. Tatar Zerg is my common ally. We play together for a long time, not only co-op but ladder too. My clanmate actually. So the basic idea was just to burn all the structures, but not just to win the game, but either to show all the units Mengsk has. I knew that probably this mission is not the hardest, right? Actually, we played on brutal, but still it's kind of okay.
This planet is in serious trouble. If this infestation spreads, there won't be any survivors. We need to stop it. It's risky to move at night, but the infested die off during the day. When the sun is up, move out and burn their structures.
So, as you noticed, we both play supply depot, but my supply depot is a bunker too. So it has kind of almost similar characteristics, right? But we can get warriors and workers transformed near the supply bunker. Also, you can see that our workers are potential warriors and the opposite. So actually, if you want some SCVs to transform into forces, you just give them the appropriate command, right? Go to forces, go to workers, and they transform as you wish. As you noticed, they work very fast, so 8 seconds to build a unit. That's why I prefer to start with double command center or enlistment center to get even more workers and potential warriors. First of all, we need to block, and later I will get some guards. So casual warriors are kind of okay, but you will want to upgrade them. I'll make it faster here. Let's learn the top panel abilities. So first one says that you can place a supply bunker full of soldiers somewhere. It costs 25. Then the second one is dirty bombardment. You will be doing it when you want other enemy forces just to do some crazy stuff, not to fight with you. Then you use the bombardment. It's powerful, but it's not super powerful. The third ability depends on how much mandate you have. Actually, if you have 50, less than 50, you get only links and maybe some hydralisks. If you have 75, then you are getting mutas. So see the mutalisk is here, so you get mutas. And if you have 100, it works like an ultimate ability, so it also spawns some ultralisks. That's why you might want to get the maximal mandate before doing so. In this moment I would like to show you how does the supply bunker work. So actually it's a depot and a bunker 2 in 1. This worker can transform into a soldier if you need it. And if something goes wrong, I will show you. I got Zergs here. So actually it's an army of a neutral Zergs coming to the battlefield. I had enough mandate. That's why we see that hydralisks, links and mutalisks are here. Unfortunately no ultralisks, but you see it's a pretty nice army. So I was attacked and now we are attacking. The drawback is that actually cannot control them, but they are not very stupid, so artificial intelligence gets some targets, it avoids splash damages, so they are not useless. They are kind of intelligent units. So see, okay, they stopped finding enemies, they go further and will clean up something around. That's why you can place Zergs wherever you want. They will not idle, they will work for you. Very good ability. That's the first thing to notice. Standard barracks, factory and starport. Each provides you with royal guards, they have special abilities and increased health. But they are very expensive in gas. Unfortunately, for some reason it doesn't show me how much does it cost, but still. Remember the tank is almost 400 gas, 450. So when you start attacking, you know that your casual soldiers may not be good enough. They're kind of weak, and see, you can get one of 3 improvement for the soldier. First thing helps you versus both land and air units. It's like a gun with little cooldown and high damage. I remember that it's 12 damage actually, and the cooldown is less than 1 second. Second is like a flamethrower. It's effective against melee units and against zerglings, infected units, and so on. The third is missiles, but remember that missiles are very good against air, and when the unit is fighting versus land units, it will use his casual gun. So you will need probably to balance these 3 types of armaments. And remember that if someone dies, he will throw his weapon and new units will pick it up. So look, they have nice guns and the damage is kind of fine actually. But they really need support because their health is kind of low. Oh, as an actual health of Marine. That's why I prefer to play with Artanis here. So not to get lost and my units deal enough damage still. Okay, so cleaning up here. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get some new stuff for the barricades. And here comes the special Earth Splitter ordnance. So this structure is used to get special bombardment into a large area around. You can get the bombardment somewhere here. Unfortunately, it does not allow you to bombard the corner, but if you place the structure near, then you will get to the corner too. And if you place some units instead, I'll just stay near the structure. The cooldown will be low, so you can place automatic bombardment into the area which has some problems. Okay, so let's check some more units. So Wolfstalker helped a lot with his mech. Unfortunately, I got all the potential damage, and as you can see, my weapons are still on the map, so I can go here and pick them up with my next units. Weapons are kind of expensive, they cost 160 minerals, as I remember, so be careful. Special thing is Imperial Witness. So Imperial Witness is recommended as a detector, but its main idea is to improve the speed of attack and movement of your forces. So another very important role is to get support from people. So in this mode, around workers, I would really recommend you to try that. The support grows. See, it's support from casual workers and soldiers, and this is support from your royal guards. And my support is kind of high, it means I can get special abilities from top panel easier. As you can see, the dirty bombardment is allowed right now. I have 4 structures to do so, but actually now I don't need it, because everything seems good. Little mistakes from ally doesn't matter. And another important thing is that when you have a special weapon and you place your unit into a bunker, he will shoot from that upgraded weapon instead of his casual one. So basically everything is kind of standard. Don't forget to get 3 upgrades here. There are some special upgrades for bunkers to have more armor and more range actually. So if you want, you may try it. So now, as you can see, we have a problem here. So I need to do something with the stack. My ally is here, helping me to defend the gates, and we feel kind of comfortable. Shock Divisor. Shock Division. It's a special Emperor's tank, dealing heavy damage and stunning the enemy in a small area. After the upgrade, it will also have the ability to detonate his enemy which died from his shot, dealing damage around. It has rank 1, and as other royal guards, it will get upgraded, get more stats. You will see it in the end of the game. And some of the elite units also provide an aura protecting you or giving you more range or something like that. Okay, so see, I need to do something here. I want some time with my bunkers, and some of us will go here. Or I can use the top panel ability. So what happens next? Actually, this time Wolfstalker poked here. As a defense, I got Royal Division and level up, so rank 1. Whenever foes are destroyed near, it will rank up. As you can see, this one has rank 2, soon rank 3. You're allowed to have rank 3 after level 15 of Mengsk. You see that its stats are rapidly upgraded, and comparing to this tank, for example, it's more powerful. After some fighting, the rank will be up again. So that's why I took not the fast rank up, because the ranks are okay anyway. So meanwhile, I get more structures to detonate with bombs and more upgrades. Okay, so let's go next. I'll make it faster. Now rank 3 shock tank. Okay, so it's time to do something valuable. We are just getting everything cleared and some nukes around. So when you get nukes, you are probably getting Imperial Witness, the nearest one to the place where you need detection. If you have one above your enlistment center, then you probably just pick it and get it to the place. So other option is find it elsewhere. I just tried to kill this ghost as fast as possible. Unfortunately, there was one more. Here I fortunately got it in time. And look here. So now I have kind of an army. It's okay, yes, and I can deal free damage. But instead I wanted to show you the abilities here. So Sky Fury rank 3 also improved the stats. It has a special boost at speed and it can dodge some attacks as a result. So Special Forces Sky Fury is very effective. Sky unit, but kind of expensive still. It also ranks up. So instead of just picking all one by one, I wanted to show you the ability. To do so, I found the place where most enemies arrived. Somewhere here, right? So let's see what happens. And here comes the last bombardment. So first of all, 40 missiles, tactical nuclear missiles, ride and destroy every single unit around. They deal 150 damage each and plus 100 to structures, as I remember, or something like that. And then the last main nuke dealing 500 damage and extra 500 damage is here. So actually when you have 100 mandate, you either get Zergs of maximal power or this great nuke if you need to clear the position. I even got out of my armies, as you can see, to show you this ability. Okay, so now we have another army. It's very convenient to play a casual army, see, so Marines, shock divisions, and some elite units to help them. My ally cleans the map meanwhile, and the barricade is under fire. So what should we do when we have trouble somewhere where we are not ready? We may use our top panel ability. Or we can use this portable artillery. Unfortunately, the shots are kind of random, so you need to focus them to the right position. Okay, Pride of Augustgrad. It's a battle cruiser, as you noticed, but actually it's not a casual battle cruiser. It will have double Yamato, double teleportation, and after you get upgrade, it will get even the 3 Yamato's ability. Moreover, your units near it, after this useful upgrade, will get +1 to lengths of shooting. When you play Marines, this one lengths can be decisive actually. Okay, so another situation where we are in trouble. My ally does his best. And just 2 Hellbats do all the work here. So he controls 2 sides. I'm trying to get another army ready to the fight. Getting the Black Hammer with maximal upgrades. I would like to say a couple words about the Black Hammer. So it's not only a great Thor, it also has an ability to get +3 armor to nearby units after this great upgrade. You will see it later. When you get super units, they are much stronger than casual ones. Okay, let's compare the shock division with the casual tank of Swan. You see that the health is tripled and the damage is kind of nice too. Okay. So now we're just going back to business. This game was not very hard. My ally was good enough to clean everything. I helped him with the minor divisions. And actually, as you can see, when you have a terrible situation, getting a storm or something like that, yes, it's painful for Mengsk's forces. You can get the extra bunker just into the battlefield. After that you can get more units, And finally I got some kind of an army to go on cleaning the map.
I've got another set of units that are under attack.
So
Make the most of it.
that's called the dirty bombardment. So how it works? You get all your weapons. These weapons will shoot the target with experimental missiles. They will cause some craziness among enemy units. They will panic. They will just run somewhere. And it's very good for you. So now we need to retreat. And my ally asked me to help somehow. So he wanted to retreat and he didn't know where it is better to go. Minus Verifage.
You just saved me a lot of trouble, Commander. Our forces have engaged the upgrade is ready.
And as you can see, the battle goes on, and he asked me for help. That's how it works. So if you have 8 missiles, you pick a random target, territory, yes, and the artificial intelligence picks several locations of bombardment. Then the bombs arrive with nice splash actually, look at this. See, and the panic starts. So for some time units, instead of attacking, they will just walk around or idle. And splash damage is kind of impressive. So while my ally was destroying every single structure around, I collected a nice elite army with all possible upgrades. Soon they will be done, I think. Actually, I tried to do them all, but maybe I forgot something. Now about special upgrades of the Emperor's Shadow. These little tactical nukes are actually the same as from the top panel ability, but they are single. So you pick a nuke, it deals some damage, and unfortunately it's far not as powerful as the original nuke, but it's kind of free, so it automatically gets back into your tower. This ability allows you to deal 20 damage to a biological unit, as I remember. So it's not just 20 damage, it repeats for some time before the unit dies, or before you deal fixed amount of damage. The second ability is same of like EMP, but it also stuns enemy units for 2 seconds. And as I remember, it gets clocked units out of the clock for 10 seconds. So you can use this as a detection, actually. The third ability is not actually clock, but it's when your unit gets damage, it will get invulnerable for 10 seconds and you can use it every 30 seconds. That's how it works. So these Emperor's Shadows are kind of effective, but they cost 500 gas. Aged Guard is like a casual marauder, but this ability has some additional bonuses. So I tried to build them at the start of the game, but not at the end. And the stats are pretty nice too. So bonus is getting here. Meanwhile, Black Hammer. Finally I did this upgrade. Improves the nearby armor. So see, it has the +5 armor here, +6 armor, like some from his level, and +3 from the Black Hammer. And the Pride of Augustgrad now gets 2 Yamato guns, 2 teleportations, and +1 to range of units around it. So that's how units of elite Mengsk guard look like. They are very powerful, especially when you get 3 stars on them, and they improve the loyalty of your people. Unfortunately, I lost some of them here, but eventually I could build more and they improve their rank kind of fast. Some turrets might help you against drops, so actually the mission is not very hard.
later if we destroy too few structures today.
And remember that Mengsk above your forces will improve the loyalty of peoples when you have Dominion laborers around or Dominion soldiers. Royal guards improve at any time, so compared, the more you have, the easier it is to use top panel ability. Okay, so the final attack, we made everything necessary. I would like to show you this bombardment again. So before attacking an area, you might want to go and see what's there, right? And before doing so, you might want to get some bombardment around. So see, my 8 weapons are dealing kind of nice damage before my ally walks here. The splash damage is random, so it might miss, but still it's useful. The more structures you have, the more powerful the bombardment is. And as I already told you, you can pick 4 units inside to get this cooldown low. So just I wanted to get the units for you to look at them. I really like almost all the units, but not only their appearance, but their special abilities. Among my main forces, I prefer Black Hammers with Shock Division. They work as a bonus for infantry. Sometimes I use Pride of Augustgrad, but actually it happens rarely. And against Sky units, I use the Sky Furies. So at start they are kind of like double Viking, but when you buff them till level 3, they are very effective. Especially at dodging enemy attacks. Nothing happens here. I made almost all the upgrades possible. And Mengsk seems like a nice commander, but you need to help him all the time. So remember to get some shields. If something goes wrong, you can just pick these clever Zergs. As you can see, it's with Ultralisks right now. And the Zergs will do some work for you. If they see no enemies around, they will push one of the locations where you can find the enemies. Like clever units. Very useful, very clever. And now we can easily win. So, just for show, I got some units here. So all the Imperial units. Shock Division, Aegis Guard, Sky Fury, Pride of Augustgrad, and the Emperor's Shadow. They are very expensive, I would say, so your most of limit will be Casual Guardians, Dominion Troopers, don't forget to upgrade them with special weapons against your type of opponent, and some specialists in political work, Imperial Witnesses. Both options improve your morale, they get you the top panel abilities, and sometimes you can use the double ultimate ability almost instantly. So you get fast buff, you get the less problems. Okay, so Mengsk is kind of nice. He really needs help, that's true, so sometimes you don't want to go solo, you need your ally to help you.
I can't believe it! We actually did it!
And yes, we did it here. So we showed how Mengsk's units work, and now I'd like to show you a little replay of how we can do some crazy stuff using Arc from Mengsk. So today we played with Wolfstalker here. The mutation was this week's mutation. I know that there is some information that Mengsk is a bad commander, he can easily be dodged or something like that. Actually, everything depends on your level of game. So if you know how to play him and you have a nice ally, then you can get all the necessary things. Okay, so sorry, I just got the wrong replay. This was a very brutal situation, yes, but we did our best. Okay, wait a moment, I'll pick the right replay. Sorry. So, today's mutation. Here it is. It's called Medieval Times. Probably most of you remember that. And some people say that it's a very bad mutation. Yes, I agree that sometimes you suffer, especially while going to attack. But if you get some special tactics, you might win. That's exactly what I wanted to show you. So my ally is the same, Wolfstalker. I'll make it faster. So actually you need to destroy these void shards. And as you noticed, we have a nice boost since the start of the game. According to my specialization, after level 15. And in this mission I will play as a defender. My ally will help me a lot, of course, especially with his shields, providing me an extra life. Another couple of bunkers and command center. And the Wolfstalker helps here. So actually I'm getting ready for the first attack. Just in case something went wrong, I got so many bunkers. And I can get soldiers out of my forces anytime I want. See? So you just get the rally point, 8 seconds for every soldier, and they go here. Meanwhile, my ally got trouble, so he has a wall, but he does not have enough cannon, and transmutation will deal problems. So every time they hit, they might mutate into something more powerful, so we don't have time. That's why I help with my double supply bunker from top panel, and as a result we easily dodged all the enemy units here. And now we need to think, how are we going to do the main quest? First of all, we need not to die, right? That's why I'm placing a wall. The second thing, you know that the void slivers improve their health each time you kill one of them. So if you start from backward, then it will be much easier. That's why my ally went to the last one, or the almost the last one. See, so now it has like 5,500 health, same as this one. And this solar bombardment is enough to pick it off. It disappears. That's how you do with the first void sliver, not going out of your base. Simple as this. So Artanis has double value in this mutation. First of all, it helps not to die. Second thing, it helps to destroy the slivers. Unfortunately, we didn't help the ship because the ship went not in time, and we decided to ignore this. And as you can see, transmutation works, so enemies were buffed. Now we have an attack. This one has black over it, and this worker is blacked. Actually died already. How to counter the black? I got all my forces into bunkers. If someone just got out of the bunker, I replace it with another bunker, and I will show you. So this shield saved the life of Dominion trooper, and this worker is unfortunately blacked, so I will need to get rid of him. I pick him, get him out of the place, and try to do something valuable, and unfortunately this soldier got blacked. So all the time you need to see which units are infected and which are okay. Once more, I would like to highlight that Imperial Witness should buff your morale as good as possible, as fast as possible, you need the top panel ability. So the basic idea of doing with this mutation was to pick my nuclear bombardment as soon as possible. So see, he has some observers, they have the position, I will make it slower. Now I need to get rid of the attack, and I'm trying not to use my top panel ability. Some help from Artanis, it helped a lot actually. Transmutation works against me pretty nicely, as well as the storms from the super hybrids. That's why I'll need more bunkers. As you can see, they do their work, and here is the moment. So here I'm okay. Yes, I lost some bunkers, I lost some units, but actually I defended the base. While here we got the highlight, and look at this pretty bombardment. So now it has like 7,500 health. Not even close. Look at this. So my top panel ability destroyed the void shard pretty easily. But now I need some protection here. Tank is far enough not to get lost. And unfortunately my infantry is not the most powerful unit in this game, that's why I need more help from my ally. Finally Stalker comes and helps me out. Okay, so we defended here, we did our main mission, and then now it's his time to do the next. So next bombardment is him. He uses it into the shard. As you can see, he also helped with his additional abilities, but that was not enough. So we needed more. But anyway, he got the shields out.
Excellent. Each fell void sliver gives us more time.
So some time passed, and finally the solar bombardment finished that void sliver. Perfect. So now it's my turn again. I need more support from my people. That's why I keep getting more Imperial Royal Guards. I mean siege tanks, they will be really valuable here. And don't forget upgrades. Upgrades are very important, especially for your troops. So they need to get the bunkers, they need to defend you all the time. So be careful with that. My ally has a pretty nice defense here. Yes. Get more weapons, go into the bunker. And remind again. So first get weapons, go into the bunker. Next void sliver will be somewhere here. We will ignore the ship again. So our main forces need to defend the main base. As you can see, the shuttles feed the enemy units, that's why we are trying to get rid of them if possible. But there are too many of them. And another attack goes here. Shielding our warriors is a perfect decision. The only thing I need is something versus hybrids, because hybrids deal heavy damage and my infantry just dies. So with the help of top panel ability we did all we need. Now we're choosing the next place for bombardment. As you can see, it's my turn again. I used all my possible forces. Unfortunately Imperial Witness got the plague, but I can heal it as well as the shock diffusion, and both these units will be alive till the end of the game, while I can heal them, right? And now it's time to start. Yeah, it's time to start. The mandate is here, and here comes the boom. So, see, one ability destroyed the sliver. Perfect.
The evacuation ship is almost ready.
Another wall here. We need more protection. As you can see, almost all the waves went to kill me, but I'm okay. with the help of cannons from my ally Wolfstalker. I feel kind of fine. Now we need to get more time, get out of the hybrids. The bunkers try to do their best, but actually saving shield is very important here. I would like to remember that whenever your unit is plagued, if you place it inside the bunker, you will get a plagued bunker as a result. That's why you need to get rid of the units which are plagued. So the bunker does not save them from dying. Instead, you will infect all people in the bunker. So more Imperial shock divisions for protection. And now we both are getting our ultimate abilities ready. Nice protection here, as you can see, from me and my ally together. More upgrades, don't forget them. And as you can see, my basic army does not require too many Imperial Elite Division. If something goes wrong, I just pick all my workers into forces and get rid of the enemy. And now the moment comes to defend again. For some reason they will attack my passage once more. Fortunately now we are ready.
The people have granted me full emergency power.
And here comes the attack. Now the wall is full. I still need some time to get my special ability back. And as you can see, this wall works. Siege tanks are good enough to shoot from this range. I remember that their range actually is increased. And if you have some dead units, your forces can still build some supplies, then towers and turrets. That's the three structures they are able to build without going into workers again. Now the last target. We are getting double ultimate ability, so solar bombardment plus my bombardment. And this speed is casual. You see that the void shard is destroyed. My allies thought that okay, we might need some immortals there, but actually that was extra. That's how we did it with Wolfstalker. So to sum up, Mengsk is a nice commander, but he always needs help. Your ally might want you to fight, then you need support. To get support solo, you will use Zerg from top panel ability as a shelter. So your guards will deal heavy damage and Zergs will absorb damage. As a result, you get an effective army. If you need to clear the area, you might use the nuclear bombardment and it's very effective. So to sum up, Mengsk is not a weak commander. Sometimes he needs help, and his royal guards are very effective when they are buffed. So when they get fighting experience, they get tier 3, and that's the point where they start to dominate over the battlefield. So don't forget to pick your optimal army. For example, if you play infantry, I would recommend you to go Medivacs 2. If you play more guards, then choose the right army for this specific game. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in my next videos. And good luck to you guys. I hope this video will help you for some reason.